Like any basic element of life, healthcare sustains us and should always be accessible and affordable for everyone, where they need it, when they need it, no exceptions and no interruptions. As a matter of fact, healthcare should be considered as essential building block for a just and free society, just as education is. The outbreak of the novel coronavirus earlier in the year 2020 was an eye-opener for the Oyo State government, and this prompted the governor to declare that his administration will ensure that the people have access to quality and affordable healthcare facilities. This means the existing primary healthcare centers across the state will be renovated, equipped, and where necessary build new structures to cater to the need of the people. This began with the renovation of the existing mother and child building built by the immediate past administration at Olodo. Well renovated, it became the isolation center for persons diagnosed with the coronavirus. The Agbami Church Center at Jericho was renovated, as well as just primary health care centers across the state got the attention of government, and the story has changed for residents who patronize these centers. The Okeogun axis is the next benefiting zone. The governor and his team arrived in Saki Town to commission these health facilities that have been upgraded with the state-of-the-art equipment for observation quality healthcare closer to those in the border towns.
Provision of solar street light is of strategic cases within our jurisdiction. Construction of projects in strategic areas to foster flooding and assure free flow of traffic. Provision of COVID-19 material in the 11 wards of the local government.
The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Bashir Bello, and another key member of the Oyo State COVID-19 Task Force, Professor Temitope Alonge, both commended Gov.Makinde for bringing development close to the people in Okeogun zone. They urged the people to make good use of the health facility.
It's about that now, and the government is making sure that every citizen, particularly in regions like this, are getting the best provision so that they will not be subjected to healthcare facilities in either neighboring states or neighboring countries. As Saki said,
this complex is the most beautiful hospital system in Oyo State. Therefore, I believe the people of Okeogun will forever be grateful to you for this laudable project. I also believe that the various local government chairmen who have become your spies, trying to prevent intrusions from other countries, actually helped to stem the tide of the pandemic when it was right.
When Governor Makinde mounted the podium to speak, it disclosed that the health facility will now be renamed Saki Specialist Hospital. Governor Makinde believes that a good health care facility will not only help its citizens healthy, it will also attract others in neighboring towns, avail themselves the opportunity to get quality health care. It speaks on what makes this health facility a unique one.
When we took over last year, our healthcare system was not in the best state. At the onset of COVID-19 pandemic, we had to make tough decisions to leverage on the situation and accelerate our plans to address the dilapidating healthcare infrastructure in Oyo State. Àwọn kan bá wa wọ́n ní pé kí láti stadium ṣe isolation centers. And I told them no. I said, ṣe bá ní owó tẹ́fẹ́ fún wa, ọ̀tẹ̀ ní equipment tẹ́fẹ́ fún wa, we have facilities here àti ìparí, bring the money, bring those equipment, because see COVID-19 bá lọ tán, those facilities will be available for us to use. And this is the result of that decision.
The governor used the occasion to grant the request of the Saki traditional ruler and revoked the license of the contractor handling the Saki Township road project. He said it will be re-awarded to another contractor who would execute the work diligently.
You made a request that has nothing to do with the healthcare facility, obviously. As I say, the Saki Township road yìí, kíkà dá lọ́wọ́ contractor tí wọ́n gbé fún. Well, your request has been granted. And kábíyèsí tí wọ́n sọ pé bóyá máa padà wá before 3 months. Well, within 4 weeks, láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́rin, I promise you pé àárí àwọ̀dẹ̀ fún ẹni tí a ṣe dáadáa.
With a state-of-the-art health facility in the heart of Okeogun zone like this, one need not doubt that this government is committed to ensuring that its citizens live a healthy life. Governance, in its simplest form, can be said to mean exercising authority to maintain law and order as well as meeting the needs of the people. The purpose of governance is to guide, steer, and regulate citizens' activities through the power of different systems and relations so as to maximize the public interest. Based on this, the Oyo State government has over and again demonstrated that it will continue to ensure good governance where the voices of the poorest and the most vulnerable are heard in the decision-making process. The Special Assistant, Community Relations, Honorable Olufemi Josiah, at a town hall meeting held at Atiba Local Government, Oyo State, met with notable leaders in the community to engage with the people and x-ray the community development project of the present administration in Oyo Federal Constituency of the state. He explained that over 30 public schools and some primary health centers have been renovated and the ongoing reconstruction of Akesson Market, among other projects, are being carried out at the Oyo Federal Constituency. Honorable Olufemi, while stating that this administration will continue to give account of its stewardship of the people at the grassroots, admonished that the people in the zone to always keep the government abreast of the needs in order to prioritize them in the next community project at the location.
We came here to intimate them about the activities of Oyo State government, how they can contribute, how they can benefit. What are the things they still expect the government to do under the leadership of Engineer Seyi Makinde? And we believe that as long as we continue this interaction, the government will remain on the right track of being able to provide the dividends of democracy which we claim to be running for the people of Oyo State. We are in Oyo zone today to do the needful. We will come back here. We will come back. We will keep reviewing our relationship with the people. We will keep reviewing our performance with the expectation of the people. And we believe by the time we do that consistently, we will be able to achieve exactly what government is meant for.
One after the other, representatives of the units present bear their minds. The chairman of the Community Development Council in Oyo State, Alhaji Amid Shitu Adebayo, commended Gov.Makinde on his developmental strides at the grassroots, which he said cuts across all the zones in the state. He highlighted the areas of CDC wants the governor to concentrate more efforts on, including provision of potable water, rural electrification, extension of the newly approved independent power plants to other zones, good road networks, and above all, help boost security network in the zone.
As Community Development Council in Oyo State and Oyo State local government and Oyo environment, we are totally backing Governor Makinde on his government. So we shall need our help on some issues like youth center, which we have been lack of since long. Then our secondary school, one is establishing on our remote area in the farm. So we want approval on it. Then on security, we shall like governor to please take much attention on it.
It's about the community development in the area of the town hall. Our own town, we are unable to have a formidable, the good structure of town hall. From the day one has been born, though we have a tunnel, but the tunnel is not so palatable. So it's not good, it's not a standard one that is befitting the standard of what we see in some other towns now. So we are now urging our governor to help us, if he can help us to build or to complete our the town hall.
In Oyo East local government, we have 4 acres of land for youth center, but we need approval on it, and we want government to help us to do it, to raise it up. 2, we have a grammar school at Bodija Araromi at Abuja area. We have pupils 70. We have done examination GSS 3 there, 310. We need approval for it. We want governor to help us, to assist us, to get approval for the schools.
Gbogbo ojú ọ̀nà tó wọ Ọ̀yọ́ Federal Constituency, Apigio ni Àtìbà ní Ọ̀yọ́ West, Ọ̀yọ́ East àti gbogbo ìgbèríko tí wọ́n jọ kan bá wa ṣe, torí òun ló lè gbéṣẹ́ tí wọ́n gbé fún wa ló lè gbé yọ, torí tá a bá ń fún wọn ní ìwé tó yẹ ká fún wọn tó jẹ́ tìjọba tójú ọ̀nà ọ̀dà wọ́n mọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ sí wa. Mo gbàdá pẹ̀lú ọwọ́ kún wọn lọ́wọ́.
For we that a farmer from Benue State, we are also corporate in Fiditi, and there are some time where we say during the December period. So for we to transfer to our town, there must a problem on transportation, like say motor and any other thing. If the government will help us to get one, either to pay out of it, this is the number one. And second one, we are a farmer and we need money so that money can empower us to do the farm more. So we ask for the state government to remember us for what we are doing, so that everything will moving forward.
That all they have said here today will be put on the table of His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde, and we know the governor we have today is a people's governor. We will address all those issues. They should expect reports from us. They will expect, the expectation will not be dashed. We can assure them that all they have expected will be addressed in due time, and they will be part of the address. There is nothing we want to do that we will not carry them along. There is nothing we want to do that we will not carry the chairman along and the community leaders that we spoke to today.
The community town hall meeting was attended by the Special Assistant to the Governor on Hausa Community, Caretaker Chairman in Oyo Zone, leaders of community development councils, park managers, farmers association, and representatives of other tribes in the zone. This kind of meeting is expected to be replicated in other zones so as to fulfill the essence of good governance, giving the people a voice. Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, has inaugurated the Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission, OYSIEC, charging its members to deliver credible, free and fair local government elections in the state. With the Deputy Governor, Engineer Rauf Olaniyan, Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Olubamiwo Adeosun, Chief of Staff, Chief Bisil Ilaka, Head of Service, Mrs. Ololade Agbola, and other cabinet members, as well as chieftains of the PDP in the state, led by the chairman, Alhaji Kumi Mustafa, all present at the Government House, Agodi venue of the event. The swearing-in was set to commence.
Of the Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission in the state, and that I will always pay service to the public above selfishness.
Governor Makinde said the commission headed by Mr. Isiaka Olagunju has been saddled with the responsibility of overseeing an election which outcome will reflect the will of the people. He charged the commission to, within the shortest possible time, make the will of the people prevail by conducting a local government election that is unbiased.
We have to move forward with governance, and we recognize the importance of the government at the grassroots level. The local government is the closest to the people, and so the leadership should be more involved in the security and development of the state. So today, I've just inaugurated the board of the Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission. The independent in their name means that they are not to be influenced by any arm of government. I fully intend to make sure that they perform their duties without fear or favor and in an unbiased way.
Governor Makinde further said his administration is ready to conduct the local government election as it has allocated money for OYSIEC in the 2020 budget. He promised that his administration would not interfere with the activities of the commission in any way. He urged politicians not to see elections as war or do-or-die affair, but allow the will of the people to prevail. He added that members of the board are men and women of integrity with track records, admonishing them to do the work that will make the people of the state proud of them.
They are all men and women of integrity, and I believe the state will be proud of the work that they will do at OYSIEC. And the Oyo State House of Assembly, I want to thank them, for confirming you in a timely manner. And I hope that you too will imbibe the sense of urgency and conduct credible local government elections in Oyo State within the shortest possible time. We knew this would come, and we already allocated money in Oyo State budget for this year for you to conduct an election. So if you can conduct it this year, I know you have the processes that you have to follow, timeline and things like that. But within the shortest possible time, please give us elected officials at the local government level. And please do it in those local governments that are known to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Speaking on behalf of the board members, shortly after the swearing-in, the chairman of Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission, Mr. Olagunju, assured the people of the state that the board will conduct a credible and transparent local government election. He called on the people to have confidence and trust in the commission, adding that they will not be biased towards any political party, that the will of the people will prevail.
What we want to assure is that the people will have the confidence and trust in the commission in ensuring a transparent election. If the trust is there, I believe that all political parties will participate in that election. That would be our joy, that all political parties will participate. You can even hear when the governor was talking that we should not favor any political party, and he is not ever in support of impartiality towards any ruling party. That we should know that we have a mandate to the people of Oyo State, and must carry out that mandate.
The board members include Comrade Adeniji Babatunde, Alhaja Gariat Saka, Mr. Emmanuel Olanrewaju, Chief Kumi Agbola, Mr. Aderemi Ayoade, Mr. Sunday Falano, and Mr. Adeojo Elias. The former Minister for Aviation, Chief Femi Fani-Kayode, was in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, in continuation of his tour to the People's Democratic Party-controlled states across the country. Chief Fani-Kayode, on arrival, was taken round some projects completed and embarked upon by the administration, including the ongoing remodeling of the 44-year-old Lekon Salami Stadium at Damasingba, Ibadan, the Oyo State Security Trust Fund Controlled Security Control Room, which harbors the City Watch project, the ongoing 68-kilometer Monia-Ishain Road project, the Infectious Disease Center, Olodo. Other projects which he visited includes completed and newly constructed school buildings by the State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, primary healthcare centers remodeled by the Makinde administration, the Farmers Academy, Awe and the 10,000 capacity silo projects, among others. Speaking to the press after his tour of the projects, Fani Kayode, who clarifies that his tour of projects in PDP-controlled states across the country was of his volition, commended Governor Makinde for what he has been able to achieve within a short time and despite the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. He said Governor Makinde has made remarkable progress in developing Oyo.
Despite the fact that Governor Makinde has only been in power and in office for 1 year, and then you now deduct the COVID months, I call it, so you're really talking about basically, you deduct another, 4 or 5 months from there, you're really talking about whatever the calculation is. It's far less. You're talking about 7, 8 months of work. And so what you have is, when you come and look at what's being done, what you actually see is the beginning of greater things to come. And you see that the work that has been done within that period of 7 or 8 months of actual activity of governance is remarkable. It is extraordinary. And all you need to do is go and look at it to see that, they really do mean business here. They're not joking around. And the concepts, the ideas, and the work, the pace at which the work is being done. By December of this year, you're going to see a lot of remarkable structures all over this state. And I've been coming to this state for many, many years, since we've been in politics. And I used to live here, right here in this premises when I was, and my father was deputy premier, right in the building just here. So I know Ibadan very, very well. But what he's doing is he will transform the infrastructural situation in this state, and he will bring it into the 21st century. It's a very adventurous project. That is what he's doing, and he's doing it all over the state. And we went to Oyo, we went to Ogbomoso. I've been all over the state and a number of other places, and I can see what he's trying to do. And he brings, he's bringing his private sector knowledge and experience into the public sector. And whenever that happens, it really does work very, very well.
The former minister noted that despite the fact that Governor Makinde has only been in office for a little over a year, the developmental activities of his administration point to greater things to come. The former minister, who maintained that he shared the vision of Governor Makinde as highlighted in his discussion with the governor, stated that Oyo State should be the real heartbeat of the Western region, given the role the state has played in Yoruba history. Speaking on the purpose of his visit, Fani Kayode stated that he is on the fact-finding mission, adding that he is not disappointed with what he has seen so far. According to him, the evidence of good governance on the ground matched the adulation being accorded Governor Makinde across the country.
The governor has a he's well liked all over the country, and I can confirm that to you from all my travels. He's well liked and well respected. But it's another thing entirely when you come and see for yourself what he's doing, so that when you write or when you comment, as I often do, you comment from a position of knowledge and a strength, not on hearsay or what you've been told or what you think. And there's nothing greater than that. You as journalists know this better than anybody else, that facts are sacred whilst opinion is cheap. So I decided to come on a fact-finding mission to see for myself the wonderful things that are being done here, albeit in only the space of about just over a year or so on and so forth. So it was a very useful time for me. This is why I'm here, and I'm glad to be here. And I'm honored to be here, to be treated so well by all those who have received me here.
The proverbial golden fish that has no hiding place appears to have taken its deep meaning on the Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, going by the accolades is getting as it rolls out more people-friendly policies.